Hello, it's a nice new day. It was raining before, but now you can see it's not. Anyway, I've installed this now. I installed the side trims for the be able to put the struts for the door, and I've done this part. And if you go through the door, I've also put insulation in there, but I haven't done this bottom part because I'll be cutting this off with a multi-tool. And the same goes here, same thing there also. And also something that is new is this. I've also done this part, fill up the hole. So yeah, it's looking good. I think what I'm gonna use this as is umbrella storage. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so now that you're up to date with my build, so I'm gonna get the multi-tool out, which I don't own yet, so I had to borrow this from the brother-in-law. So I'm gonna plug it in now and cut it. And yeah, it should be giving me a place to cut the hole in this board and also in there. Right, let's get started. A lot have changed since last video. Well, not a lot, just a few things. And I've now cut the hole now on here and on here. And if you look, what I'm trying to do is build the storage part here. However, because of the plastic in the van here, so what I'll have to do is build a smaller section that it's smaller, that will go on here, and then that will be like a small box. Okay, it's getting there slowly. Just have to keep going and see how it goes. Okay, right, it's just a sneak peek what I'm doing now. So I'm just putting this on the edge next to where the storage will go. I just have to glue the edge because it was coming apart, so I just put it together. I'll leave that until tomorrow. So now I'm almost done here. What I will do, I'll finish this tomorrow, and then I'll start working on this one. So yeah, it's getting there slowly. Hopefully it turns out as good as I think, in my mind anyway. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, okay. Hello, so today's a new day. Last time I cut the holes on here. So now what I'm doing is covering this part of the bulkhead and also covering the bottom part. So yeah, I just got my wood here, scrapped it out already to here. I'm gonna put it in here and then drill into the aluminium to secure it. Yeah, so it's going slowly there. Yeah, it's looking good. Once I finish this passenger side, I'll move over to the other side, and then that way it should be finished. Hopefully by today or tomorrow, I'll finish all the bulkhead and then carpet it up in the cab area. Yeah, okay. Right, just to show you the process what I'm doing. As you know, I have already put the Kingspan 25mm foam board in there, and behind here is the Kingspan, and on this gap here at the very end I put some recycled plastic over there, and now I'm putting aluminium foil to act as a air gap and vapor barrier to stop it from changing temperature. You know what I mean. If you're watching this, you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just putting this on first, and I'm gonna use the aluminium tape to seal it up. Once that's done, I've already marked out where the aluminium is on here. Can you see? It's quite faint there. So I marked out a few places where the aluminum is, and then I'll screw it into the aluminum and it should hold it in place. After that, then I start working on the bottom part. Okay, it's getting there. Okay, so I have now almost finished this side. So this is it now. I've put in the ply and also made the bottom a bit longer for the shoes to go in. But yeah, it's work in progress and it's not too bad. Got a few days to finish it off completely, and then I'll put the shoes in there to test it out. Right. Hey guys, so it's been a few days and I have almost finished the bulkhead, but driver side, passenger side. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill all these screw holes with wood filler, and when I finish that, I can then sand it down later. That's the plan anyway. So I'm gonna fill up with wood filler and then let it dry, sand it down after I'll paint it. And on the other side in the cab, which you can't see because it's very dark, I will carpet that later on, so I don't need to fill up the screw holes at all. Okay, so I've just filled up all the holes with all the screws, so now you can't even see a single screw on the face anyway. So yeah, it's looking really good. All I have to do now, I've just sanded it down and it's looking quite smooth. It will need a paint, and also I've just cleaned it with a damp cloth so the dust is not getting everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna paint it later on, but I'll leave it to later on, very late, and I'll build the door later on. So my plan now is to insulate this side. If you notice, I already had insulation in between this wall panel, but I'm gonna be able to insulate and carpet this side. Just come through. So I'll insulate and carpet this side using this. It's a foam board. It's a thinner one that I used on the van itself, but this one is about 5 mil thick. And what I will do is I'll put it on this side of the wall and then carpet over this. So that way I've got more insulation. And then it also insulates the storage that I have on the back and covers up all these holes. Yeah, also insulates, sorry, I had my hand covering the camera. Insulates these parts and here, and covers all these holes. So yeah, that's my plan for today before it gets really dark. I've just cleaned the dust off everything. I'm gonna do that, but first I need to be able to fix this hole. But before I do that, I need to run my wiring for my lights up there. I don't want to seal it up and have no way of running my wire up there. So I'm gonna do that first. Run the wire for the light works in it and put a switch on it. When that's all done, seal up this and then seal up these and then carpet this. That's the plan. Okay, stay tuned. I know there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of videos showing this process, so there's no point me showing it again. I'm just gonna do it and then show you my final results. Okay, hello. Right, so I've installed the switch and try and sand it thin down, and also added more screws. I've got some more wood filler, and in the door I've added this now, so it's looking nice. I think I'm just gonna carpet it off, but yeah, it's looking quite good. My next job now is to install the insulation on the other side and then go from there. Okay, right, so I have finished this side and I'm doing this side now. So this is a lot of difference. I'll just show you what the difference is by putting this on. So can you hear it on this one? That's the sound. And then without it, That's just the difference. But this insulation does help, and it's quite thin, only 5mm thin. So I'm gonna finish this off and then see what time it is, and then try and carpet it today or tomorrow. But my plan is to finish this carp area this weekend. That's the plan. So it's been very cold for the last few days. It's been like -4, and it's really snow and it's melting, and it's also very cold to walk anyway. So sorry about the noise in the background. It is the heater running. The van is still in a mess, but I have managed to get the door trim, my aluminium that I had left over. So I just cut it, and if you look on the edge here, I cut it 45 degrees and used the grinder to grind off the edge so it's smooth, so it doesn't cut anyone. If you put your hand on the door like this, so it doesn't cut you. So it's nice and smooth. So yeah, I also made some holes in it. I made a countersunk, so when I put some self-tapping screws in it, that'll make it nice and flush. It's looking good. So my next plan now is to go inside and spray some primer on it and see if I can leave it how it is, black. I'm gonna paint it black. If it looks good black, I'll leave it. If not, I'll paint it the color of these. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's the plan. Right, so this is the first coat of the black primer. Hey guys, so last time I filmed this was a while ago. So we're now to the stage of finished bulkhead. Just gonna paint it before we do the drawers. And I've got someone helping me today to paint the van. Say hi.
Hi.
So we're gonna paint the bulkhead and then let it dry. And once it's all good, then we can show you how it looks. So we've painted the bulkhead and it's drying now. Let's see how it is. That's the bulkhead, and it's drying. Gonna leave it now to dry a bit, leave the circulation going in the van, and then take off this plastic, take them off, and then yeah, let it dry. Hopefully it turns out well. We'll see. Okay.